Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss geometrical dimension and tolerance. Before going to the video, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and support. Last video we have discussed straightness, flatness, circularity and cylindricity, which comes under form control. In this video we are discussing the remaining topic: profile control, orientation control, location control and runout. First one is profile control. In profile control, two characteristics are there. First one is line profile and surface profile. Line profile and surface profile. Profile tolerance defined as the uniform boundary around a surface with which the element of the surface must lie. Let us try to understand this. Consider an example. In this example, you can see that profile tolerance is mentioned as O3 with respect to the datum A. This means that we have to consider a three-dimensional tolerance zone around the surface. Here I have considered two parallel planes O3 mm apart. The profile tolerance is mentioned as O3, so that only I have considered O3 distance as O3. If it is O4, we have to consider a three-dimensional tolerance zone of O3 mm apart, and all the elements in the particular surface should be within this tolerance zone. Next is line profile. Profile of a line describes a tolerance zone around any line in any feature, usually of the curved shape. Here we can consider an example. In this example, we can see that line profile is mentioned as O3 with respect to the datum. This means that two-dimensional tolerance zone existing of two parallel curves that follows the counter of the true surface profile. Here I have considered two lines O3 mm apart. This is considered as our tolerance zone. So entire points on the surface should be within this tolerance zone. Next is orientation control. In orientation control, there are three GD&T characteristics are there, which are parallelism, perpendicularity and angularity. First we can consider angularity. For that we can consider an example. Here angularity is mentioned as O3 with respect to datum. In this means that we have to consider two parallel plane O3 mm apart. Here I have highlighted in red color. This is our tolerance zone. So angularity means that all the points on the reference surface must fall into the tolerance zone. So important thing is that it does not control the angle. It controls the envelope that entire surface can lie, like flatness. Next is perpendicularity. Perpendicularity is the tolerance zone that controls the perpendicularity between two 90-degree surface or features. Surface perpendicularity is controlled with two parallel planes acting as a tolerance zone. Here we can consider an example. Here perpendicularity is mentioned as 0.1 with respect to the datum. So we have to consider a tolerance zone which is 0.1 mm apart. So all the points in the surface fall into the tolerance zone. So important point is that like angularity, perpendicularity does not directly control the angle of the reference surface. It controls the envelope where the surface need to be, like flatness. Next is parallelism. Surface parallelism is a tolerance that controls the parallelism between the two surfaces or other features. The surface is controlled by two parallel planes acting as a tolerance zone, similar to the flatness. Here we can consider an example. In this example, parallelism is mentioned as O5 with respect to the datum A. And we can consider one more example. Here we have a component which is having a two holes. One hole is 20 mm diameter and another hole is 10 mm diameter. Here 20 mm diameter is considered as a datum and 10 mm dia hole should be parallel to the 20 mm dia hole. So the parallelism maximum allowed is O2. So we have to consider two parallel plane which is parallel to the datum axis and 20 mm apart. So parallelism means the axis of the 10 mm hole should be within this tolerance zone. That means between these parallel planes. Next is location control. In location control, there are three characteristics are there. First is concentricity, position and symmetry. First one is position. Position is defined as a total permissible variation that a feature can have from its true position, and true position is the exact coordinate or location defined by the basic dimension. That means true position is the exact theoretical center of the circle which is defined in the as per the drawing. So here you can consider an example. Here the theoretical center of the particular component is from datum B it is 10 and from datum A it is 5. This is the theoretical center of the circle. It is as per this is defined as per the drawing. Now we can see what is the meaning of point 4. Here positional tolerance is mentioned as 0.4. If I am drawing a circle by considering theoretical center of the circle as a center, so this is our tolerance zone for the position. That means that the actual center of the hole can vary anywhere within this tolerance zone. So theoretical center of the circle, which is as per the drawing, is here. You can see that from the datum B 10 and from the datum A it is 5. So now consider if the as per the actual, that means the measured value. If you are measuring the component and you may get one value, so as per that value is the actual value. This value is as per the drawing. Now we can consider actual position of the hole. That means after manufacturing the part, if we are measuring, we will get one value. So let us consider that value from the B it is 10.02. This is the measured value, and from the A it is 4.98. So this is the actual center of the circle. That means after manufacturing the part, this is the circle. So there is a slight difference from the drawing value. So if we want to calculate our positional value, so we can use the equation. Here actual x is nothing but the measured value, that is 10.02, and actual y is 4.98, that is the measured value, and the true value is value as per the drawing. Here it is 10.02 and 5 mm. If we are using this equation, finally we will get one value. So this value is called as our positional tolerance value. So it should be less than the given value. That means here it is mentioned as 0.4. It should be less than that. You can say that the positional accuracy is okay. Next is concentricity. Let us consider an example. Consider a component which is having a 2 diameter. So axis of the first dia is axis A, second dia we can call it as axis B, and axis B should be concentric with respect to axis A. So the value or tolerance value is given as O3. So this means that if I am considering a circle having a diameter of 0.02 by considering axis A as a center, so this is our tolerance zone. So axis B can vary anywhere within this tolerance zone or within this circle. So next is runout. In runout there are two characteristics are there. First is circular runout and total runout. So first we can see that runout. Runout tolerance is used to control the location of the circular part feature related to the axis. Runout is the total variation that a reference surface can have when the part is rotated around the datum axis. Let us consider an example. Here runout is mentioned as O3 and axis A and axis B, a component which is having a 2 diameter, and first one's axis we can call it as axis A, second one is axis B. And if I am measuring, if I am rotating with respect to A, and we have to measure the variation in the axis B. So runout is nothing but concentricity, that is axis offset plus total circularity. So this is the equation for runout. Runout is the how much one given reference feature or features vary with respect to the another datum when the part is rotated in 360 around the datum axis. Now we can see what is total runout. For that we can consider a component which is having a 2 diameter, and the first diameter we can call it as dia A, second diameter we can call it as diameter B, and total runout is given as 0.03. Now what we have to do is we have to rotate the component with respect to dia A, and we have to measure the deflection in axis B. So the deflection by using the dial gauge we have to measure. If the deflection is less than 0.03, the component is okay. If the deflection is more than 0.03, the component is not okay, or total runout is not okay. Now what is the difference between total runout and runout? For that we can see the equation. The total runout is equal to concentricity plus cylindricity, but in runout is concentricity plus circularity. This is the difference between total runout and runout. In cylindricity we are considering the deflection along the axis. In last two video we have completed geometrical tolerance simple and numerical tolerance or feature tolerance, and the remaining topics are modifiers and primary datum, secondary datum, and tertiary datum, and secondary datum with modifiers. These topics we will discuss on the next video or coming videos. So please subscribe and support.